on the Winter Wyvern through the mid lane. Let's get into it. Actually, now I'm curious. Do you think Sumail has ever actually played Winter Wyvern in his professional career?
In the pro career, I can't actually recall. Like, I can't remember that he has played Winter Wyvern ever. But it's not a hero that you just pick. It's definitely a hero that you practice quite a bit. Like, so they have to have scrimmed with it, or he played it in pubs. Obviously not on Smurfs, because no Smurfs are allowed anymore. So pro players have no way of actually practicing stuff without it being seen.
Ah, all right. This is going to be intriguing. This is the third match that he's played on Winter Wyvern. He played one game when you were still on OG, one game on Nigma, and he is 1-1 with it. And the last time he played this was 8 months ago. It's all right.
Yeah, when you see that 8 months ago, it doesn't really fill you with confidence. But yeah, he definitely practiced it.
Yep. We'll see how that practice comes through in the game. Lou standing a little bit out of position, so the sticky bomb will catch him out. He's taking a lot of damage. Sumail flies over him with the Arctic Burn. Do they have what it takes to kill him? And of course they do. Boboka securing the first blood onto Lou. That was some strange positioning to have your Muerta there, but they end up getting punished super hard. Azure Ray starts on the back foot here in game 1. Very intriguing set of circumstances there, but as it stands, Sumail and the boys... Sumail didn't get the first blood, so he's not going to be able to rush the bottle, unfortunately for him. And we don't get to see this all that often. Pango versus Winter Wyvern in the mid lane. What's this matchup going to look like, Lizard? Have you seen this before in any of your games? Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Right now, things are just going to be a slow, solid affair early on. I really want to see what this mid lane is going to get up to. This bottom lane, there's certainly going to be some kill threat with this Batrider. Bane has to watch out. And of course, we have the Doom techies up on top. It's becoming very quickly a classic, a very annoying classic to be sure. Something that nobody wants to deal with unless you absolutely have to. But we're still chilling. Top lane, we had a courier brought down on the bottom side of the map, but we might lose Boboka up on top. He's falling very, very low on the techies and will eventually take a tumble. But Lou, close to dying himself, but doesn't tick out, even though he had 100 HP. It was close, but no cigar ultimately from XXX. One thing that's also going to be fun about this game is you were mentioning, Lizard, in the draft that this Batrider no longer struggles against the Slok, and we're seeing it here. Chalice is having a monumental time in this bottom lane.
I'm back, Snare. I already lost 2 kills in 2 minutes. Usually when my PC doesn't crash, you know, the game, like nothing happens in the first 5 minutes. But here I already lose 2 kills. What the hell? Not cool.
So you're saying if you want action-packed games, you must just come to your house and pull out the cable, I see.
Pretty much, yeah. Just shut down the electricity grid in Bosnia and you're fine. Yeah, like you said, I think Chalice will have a good time. He might even get a kill here. He's running down this poor Bane. It's like, I'm not sure, like I've seen the same matchup so many times now. You pick the Slark into the Batrider, it doesn't feel good. And I also like the fact that they put the Kotl on 4. Like this... constant spam, and you give a lot of mana to the Batrider. It just feels good versus both the Bane and the Slark.
Yep. Slowly but surely, this Flame Break spell has been buffed over the years, so double Flame Break is kind of scary to deal with. So far, so good, though, for the side here of Team Aster. Well, I have a mechanics question for you while we still have a somewhat slow laning phase. So Sumail, right? He has a Splinter Blast spell. This is like the main damage spell that you throw out. Remember we spoke about Phylactery the last time you and I were together. If you buy Phylactery on the hero and then you use Splinter Blast, does it actually do the damage?
Well, it should. All right. This is Phylactery isn't triggered on damage. It's triggered on spell.
On the spell, right?
Yeah. So
yes. So it should do damage to the main person who gets the first Splinter Blast, or will the damage carry through to the Splinter Blast shots? Is the question.
No, I think it will definitely hit the first target. So the first target will get the damage, and then everyone else will be Splinter Blasted as well. Chalice is fine here.
He's fine.
Yeah.
in that case, that feels to me that if you're playing core Winter Wyvern, then you should buy Phylactery, because then you get the best of both worlds. The first target gets hit, and you get to hit everyone else. Feels nice.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really, if you're playing core Wyvern, I don't know if that's the item that you want to go for. Usually you want to be rushing some other stuff. You need the movement speed, you need the travels, you need the agonyms. So you're probably getting those, right? I'm not sure. Maybe things have changed. We'll see. It's a different patch. People have a different approach to the game.
Hey man, I'm still thinking that I cost the game back to back. Queen of Pain offlane, Void Spirit offlane, both of them building Crimson Guard. So this patch has been teaching me things. I'm excited to see what the learnings further bring. Mid lane, we might have a death onto Somnus. Splinter Blast slows him down. Blast off kills him off. And Baboka
And the courier.
not only kills him, kills the courier as well. Oh no, what a player.
Yeah, and it's like maybe one lane where you expected the Pango to be doing all right. Like he has this Kotal rotating in, feeding him mana. So, but and the way they killed him, it's not like it wasn't any sudden gank. You know, it's just like slow and steady and methodical. He knew where they were, they knew where he was, and they still killed him. It wasn't a surprise.
Well, that's going to be their speciality over the course of this game. Slow, consistent damage. It gets faster as time goes on, but long fights you do not want to take into Team Aster. They will decimate you over the course of that duration.
Well, it's always like that with the Stark, right? Like he just gets up a lot of stacks, kills you off easily. Then you have the percentage-based damage from both the Doom and the Winter Wyvern, more importantly. So, yeah.
Doom.
Yeah.
XXX. What's he going to be building this game for the Doom? We'll see as time goes on. What do you want to see from Monet actually on the slog? I think this is going to be a pretty big deal, right? Because nowadays it's not like straightforward, the itemization you go on this hero.
Yeah, like you can be a little bit more active, or you can go straight into like Echo Agonyms. I'm not sure. I think that Slark has been overall buffed when it comes to the items. Like you can have more choices top lane.
No. XXX definitely gonna die here. Push back with the blinding lights, lose dishing of the damage. Blast off will come eventually from Baboka, but it doesn't come in time to save the life of the Doom. Instead, it'll come in time to get Baboka killed off. Blood Grenade though slows him, but not enough to kill him. Eventually ticks out. At the same time, they do manage to get the counter kill onto the next assassin of Tianming. But Piggy, you showed up, can't get much more than what he already did. 2 for 1, you take that any day of the week as Azure.
Somnus almost died here on the mid lane. Like Winter Wyvern, Sumail, he actually got his 6 before. He started off with a Winter's Curse. You can deal damage into it if you're a Wyvern, obviously. That change has been there for a while, so the solo potential was higher for Sumail. Didn't get him though, didn't finish him, and that's important because Somnus now finishes off 6. Maybe they can make a play.
Looking for Tianming here. Somnus trying to make a counter play as he goes in with the Rolling Thunder. It's a perfect angle for him with heroes caught in the river. Little Impale coming in from Tianming. Only connects on the 2, but they haven't actually killed anybody just yet. Swashbuckle does get the job done, but Somnus might have put himself in an awkward position to make this happen. As Baboka brings him down with another sticky bomb. Man, Baboka has just been a thorn in Somnus' side the entire game, and he continues to be an annoyance, killing off the Pango here in the river.
Yeah, good job to Baboka, but I think the biggest problem, the biggest thorn in his side was the cliff. Like he got stuck there in that last second when you're supposed to just roll out and maybe use Swashbuckle defensively to at the same time finish off the pain. He had to remain there for a couple of seconds extra. He took too much damage. He died in the end. Yeah, sometimes the things like this happen, especially when you're playing Pango. You know, you have to really control the rage.
I don't know how many Dota 2 players or Pango players, let me know in chat. Anybody who's heard the ludicrous track roll out when you play this hero. Must be fun to listen to. We still haven't gotten a clue as to what Sumail wants to build here. He's gone for the Rod of Atos to start things off, but that's still like a medium item. I'm not sure if what he intends to use this for. Is this a casual Rod of Atos? Are we turning this into Gleipnir? What's going on?
I think Rod of Atos is pretty much what every universal hero builds on mid now, more or less. It's just way too many good stats on you. Buffs you up, gives you some extra catch. You don't need to, you don't need to actually switch it up and build it into anything. I feel like just the Natos is good. But it's an interesting one. Like I said, I expected maybe a negative rush. Instead, he hits us with the Natos. That generally means that he will be more active earlier.
Of course, his team does have the tools to be active quite early on in the game. They're going to try to deploy those tools in the top lane. Piku showing up, but there's a very good observer ward that scouts this movement happening. So they will not be able to surprise Lu farming on this Muerta. We're still the net with leader on the map.
This damage on mid lane, man, it's insane. Like, Sumail is really dominating him. Batrider, he does have sticks. And because of those, he'll be able to live. Vanguard, Batrider. I don't know. Vanguard, Batrider.
Dude, I'm telling you, remove Vanguard, dude. Remove Vanguard, I'm telling you.
I don't remove Vanguard. Like, leave Vanguard alone. Just make it not viable for a Batrider, you know?
It's too good. Remove it from the game, Nate. When Batriders are buying Vanguard. And it's hot stuff. Every game this happens.
I mean, every game it happens on Bat, every game it happens on any single hero, really.
I am a very strong advocate for the remove Vanguard from the game lobby. I don't think my cause will be taken up by the frog, but it would be nice to imagine a world where I can actually farm past 5 minutes as a safe laner. Must be nice. Ramone is doing it in this game, though, like a boss. He's still here chilling.
Just farming up, getting some more farm, like after the bad laning stage. So far, Dire, the only lane that they've really suffered in was the mid lane, right? Like Somnus, the Pango, didn't have the best time, but you have Kotal to work with. Let's see, can they make a move here, Chalice?
The whole team here, it feels like, is here for Team Aster. They want to try and force a fight. Swashbuckle, well applied towards Piku. As they roll in, beautiful Winter's Curse and the Doom applied towards Somnus. Massive hate on the Pangolier. And this hate, will it pay off into a kill is the question. He's trying to get himself away right now. Still ticking over on the Doom, but he lives from the initial fray. At the same time, Monet catches out FY and takes out the Coddle. And I don't think they'll end up losing Pango's life. He will live. 25 HP is enough. He stays alive, even though they committed so many spells on top of him.
The last tick, that was it. Literally the last one. He survives. He had 20 magic wand charges as well, which he doesn't have to use in the end. Obviously, he just goes back, heals up. An interesting fight, but like the beginning of that fight does give me faith for Azure Ray's later chances. I really think that this Bat into Winter Wyvern is good for Bat, as long as he can get on top of Sumail. But so far, they didn't really manage to do that easily.
Also just thought about something, right? Between the Keeper of the Lights and the Batrider, they have 2 long-range displacement tools. So there's ways to prevent Aster from stacking up onto a Winter's Curse target without actually committing your own body and getting within the range of said Winter's Curse. It's kind of interesting to see. We saw a little bit of that in that last fight, but I imagine that's going to keep happening as time goes on.
Yeah, it will. Like, do you think that this big stack will change a lot of things as being taken by Chalice right now?
Nah, not yet. Batriders don't do anything until they get Octarine these days, it feels like. So he's still chilling.
How long do you have to chill? For how long? What do you think?
I mean, it's not like Aster's playing a high-tempo lineup themselves, right? Or rather, the way they're playing it doesn't seem to suggest they're going high-tempo. They just finished on Midas on Doom. Echo Saber just flying out for Slog. We don't have like a fighting item outside of this ATOS yet for Sumail. So I think you still have at least like 8 minutes before anything happens on the map, honestly.
8 minutes until anything happens. Well, Aster has a thing or two to tell you. Like, they smoke up.
Let's see.
I mean, there's so much damage from the two of them as long as they combo their spells properly, right? Like, you shouldn't use your blast off over the Winter's Curse. And Somnus is the target. There's ATOS.
Oh, no. And he swashbuckled forward, so they don't even need to use the Winter's Curse for this one. They just commit Piku's ultimate, kill off Somnus. Sadly, though, one aspect of their draft that is not good here is their pushing potential. It is atrocious. It takes them so long to achieve objectives. And here's Chalice actually just going to look for a quick kill onto
He doesn't
Piggy.
get
They're
it.
not going to be able to find him just yet. He gets blasted by the Illuminate, but Piggy is still alive. The sticky bomb will be dropped down, so they have to flee. But at the same time, Lou has shown up, dropping down the calling from the mid lane. He gets doomed for his efforts by this Chalice Doom. And Chalice has already lost his life on the Batrider. XXX once more gets the Nyx Assassin brought down. What can Chalice find here? Chasing on the Doom. Winter's Curse holds him in position. Somnus, he respawns just to help kill off his brother. As Chalice loses his life here. Somnus still has Rolling Thunder though if he wants to try and turn in this fight. Slark has also shown up for this engagement. Got the pounce onto FY, but nothing more than that. Yet again, another case. Bizarre and chaotic fight middle. But who wins this one, Liz?
Aster, obviously, I would say. Like, they win it hands down. They've killed the Bat, the Nyx, like the Somnus obviously died earlier on. And it all comes off of even the grip being used earlier on the Pangolier. So they didn't really have all of their spells to work with. It's like the amount of work that Atos is doing is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, this Winter Wyvern is just doing so much with it. And they needed it. They needed this catch into the Pangolier. Overall, they do have catch, but it's not like an amazing amount on Aster. I really like the Atos.
Certainly solving a lot of catch problems and damage they definitely have. Winter's Curse applied towards the Nyx Assassin. Interesting choice here by Sumail. Atos follows this up, but they definitely will not have the damage to kill off Tianming here.
Okay, if he had the Batrider in range, then he has a target for Splinter Blast too, and then maybe he could even kill the Nyx. But it was, I feel like it was one of those 50% trying to kill Nyx, 50% I'm saving the Bane, right? So it wasn't necessarily the best.
They're smoked up on the side of Azure Ray right now. They're going to come across a smoke gang from Team Aster. Piggy is going to be the priority target here. Can they kill him off? Like, these support heroes on the side of Aster are actually really, really tanky. Lu shows up with the calling and some right-click damage. Will be able to kill off the Boboka techies, but it costs the life of Tianming. Do they get more here? Chalice doesn't have lasso anymore. Flame Break will push back this Bane and bring him down. Getting a double kill for the Bat. Turns out they didn't need Rolling Thunder for that fight, but he was happy to deploy it anyway.
Yeah, nice little comeback here for Azure Ray, getting what they can on the map. A bit killing only the supports, but at least preventing Aster from just taking off with the game, because that's how it felt like, for me at least. Right now, I feel that they're in a very comfortable spot, very comfortable position, like Doom with the Midas Slark, absolutely uncontested farming the other side of the map.
All right, we are now, 15, 16 minutes into the game. We still haven't had a single tower falling so far. I think we're encroaching upon record territory at this point. But pushing is a difficult affair for pretty much everyone involved. Look at Kaka. But no, we should actually be looking at Sumail, because Tianming chasing him around with his Nyx Assassin. And Sumail forced to stay alive with the Cold Embrace. They get the Doom out onto the Pango, so he has no escape from this fight. And he might have just baited in Somnus, Tianming.
Oh no.
They did not have the damage to kill off Sumail, and Sumail instead gets a double kill. And they can start making a push towards the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Or maybe they should respect this Winter Wyvern just a tiny little bit more. And Somnus, man, he's just not having a game. Like, from the get-go, from the laning stage, right now he's 5.8k, the lowest net worth core. Oof. At least it's Pango, right? Like, as long as you can roll, you're going to have some sort of an impact, but it's not great. By the way, what's that on Winter Wyvern? What's next to his building?
Oh, I love this as MKB, bro. That would be so awesome with these Blitz Knuckles. Let's hope. But it's most likely going to be Orchid into like some Bloodthorn later.
Yeah, probably.
That would feel nice, right? Atos into Orchid, because then you have the...
Witchblade is the thing that he has queued up. It's also really good. Like, Witchblade on Winter Wyvern is... When the hero just got popular as a core, it was first picked on offlane, I think, not even mid. And Witchblade was pretty much the first item that you'd go for.
I remember it was Ice that started doing it first, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
From the offlane. Nyx Assassin going in right now. Beautiful 2-hero stun. Should still end up dead from this position though. Somnus thinking about rolling into the fight, but should certainly think about rolling out instead. Chalice, he might get jumped on right now. Winter's Curse holds him in position. They should be able to bring him down as the pounce also prevents his escape. No, I say that, but he fireflies onto the high ground at the same time. Fiend's Grip onto this Lu Muerta. Make sure that he doesn't escape. And these heroes from Azure Ray are taking a long time to die, but eventually they do get their prey and bring down Lu. They went from so many different targets in that fight. But ultimately, Lizard, they made the right decision. Let Batrider go, get Muerta instead. Definitely a good trade. Batrider, dude, don't mess this up, Chalice. Somebody died for you, bro. You have to escape alive.
He almost died right there. He was going for that double damage rune and also farming the triangle a little bit. If Sumail was quick enough, he could have killed him even. But
thinking about going still. The fight's not over. You say he's dead, but he's still alive. Eventually dies with a vendetta hit. But will Tianming escape from this is the question, and the answer is no. As Team Aster do not allow the side of Azure Ray to play their game normally. Whatever they claim, it comes back in blood every single time.
Yeah, they are 6k ahead, 18, 19 minutes in now. It's not a small lead. And they have all of these small little items that allow them to fight. Even the mech on Baboka, right? Like you basically itemized to be very active this time. At this time, and Techies.
You just mentioned that mech on Baboka, and that mech keeps Techies alive. Baboka not actually dead just yet. XXX came in, getting the slowdown onto Chalice, and they're looking to chase down this Batrider. They do have the Doom, but ultimately don't even need to commit it, as they find the easy grab there. And Chalice also starting to not have a game, despite having this Blink Octarine. He's struggling, and they're about to compound the struggles as Somnus also about to lose his life. He swashbuckled onto the low ground.
They're crumbling,
and not only,
Slayer.
dude, his old enemy came back, the corner of the cliff. He kills them off, and they are crumbling. Nothing's working right now. They're not done just yet. Lu gets jumped on as well. There's no Hurricane Pike, there's no BKB, there's no options for Armeta. It will be a very nice Doom applied onto him, Pounce as well. Monet keeping the fight going, and they keep the fight finished, bringing down Lu. And a nice little Winter's Curse. They were scared a little bit of the damage potential from Tianming. And they say, you know what, let's just kill him off. Sumail does die for this though. Okay.
Okay, that was unexpected. That's probably what you didn't want to do if you were Sumail. Like, you are running across this map. You're just running with the game. And now another Bane kill. I guess the one guy that has been dying a lot on Aster was him. Pichu is being, you know, like, the sacrificial lamb. The sacrificial bull, that is. But yeah, Aster right now, they got all that they need, more or less, and their heroes are really snowbally. Like this Slark, once he gets Echo and Aghanims, you could see how far he can go in. He went under the tier 2s, and he can just get one pick off after another. I believe the Witchblade should be completed now on the Wyvern as well. That's a significant amount of damage increase. Like the Witchblade, it's not only about the damage, it's about the slow. Like you could see this Batrider, he blinks in, and then the man, Chalice, he can't do anything. He can't reach anyone. He just gets one hit by Arctic Burn, and that's it. Like his movement speed is -50. He's moving backwards.
I mean, it doesn't get any easier, right? Sumail's queuing out the Aghanim Scepter now as well. So then we're going to have permanent Arctic Burn. Every single fight becomes that much more complicated for Chalice, and he is still some distance away from having BKB, only having queued up the 4-star for now. And you were talking about how these heroes are scaling on the side of Aster. Look at XXX. He has Octarine Core, Pipe, Midas, building into BKB now. And then afterwards, I suppose you go into like Blink Ags. So, not only is it looking scary in terms of damage outlay and his ability to like body, but they just have so much sustain now.
Somnus.
And Tier Somnus, woof, he's very happy that there's no Blink Daggers just yet on the side of Team Aster. Otherwise, he would be dead for sure right now.
One thing that you probably shouldn't be doing in a situation such as that one is run first with Doom. Like you said, there's no Blink Dagger on you, so I'm not even sure who the best hero is to initiate on. And okay, they will lose the Nyx.
I think they want Roshan right now, right? Slark is already holding the area, and as soon as they show up, Monet makes his way into the Roshan pit. He's completed his Harpoon as well, so Harpoon, Aghanim Scepter with Power Treads on the Slark. Diffusal Blade coming soon. He's not angling for a late game timing here. You were talking earlier about how Azure Ray might have some prospects as the game scales later and later. Azure Ray seems to agree with you because they're like, why would we let that happen? Just itemize to end the game in the next 10-15 minutes.
Aster, you mean, right? Like just itemize.
Aster, yeah. Aster, yeah.
No, completely agree with that sentiment from them. Like, you don't want to end up in the situation in which you're pushing high ground and it's impossible because Muerte is like just dishing out 1,000 damage every right click and you're afraid of Batrider pulling you over. Just end the game a lot earlier. Get that Aegis, go for objectives. 23 minutes in, 8k ahead, like, it's a significant advantage. Plus you have travels on Sumail. Like, one of the scariest things about Winter Wyvern is it's so easy. Once you get those travels, it's so easy to set up kills on split pushers. So you can't even get map control if you're Azure Ray.
It's a rough space to be in for now on the side of AR. They're still trying to recover as much farm as possible on Lu so that this Marta can have more influence in these fights without dying. She's still really struggling to stay alive in these fights. I still don't see we have a Hurricane Pike for her. We have a Silver Edge down the stretch, but we don't have any lifesteal available at the moment, so it's still a little bit rough for survivability in these fights. No lifesteal, no BKB means she can actually still be killed quite reliably. And bottom, as they take this tower, and they're gonna start slowly but surely just choking in this map control. So when the game gets difficult, we see a harpoon onto Tianming down bottom. Monet happy to reveal some new items. They get this kill. They're mostly here to steal away this wisdom rune when it does spawn out. Just to try and make sure it denies much experience away from Azure Ray as possible, but maybe even take away their Tormentor while they're at it.
I think that was the plan, right? And get maybe a pick off, snatch that Tormentor. But just playing around this part of the map feels so important. They smoke up. Let's see where they'll go, because all the tier 2s on mid lane and bot are up, so it's not that easy to get a pick off. But Lu...
I think they saw the shots. Yeah, they saw Lu. They saw the, oh my gosh, oh no. They saw the dead shot coming in with the ricochet, so they knew that Lu was there. They kill him off, and they're not done just yet. They saw a little bit of D-ward action happening from Tianming. He misses his impale, so that means his life is going to be missing as well. 2 heroes brought down for the price of nothing.
What's really cool for me is that they're managing to get these pickoffs on a map that has been widened by quite a bit. And every smoke seems to be connecting.
Oh my gosh. They're not done just yet, Chalice. They're going for more. FY gets brought down. There will be a lasso coming in from Chalice, but Winter's Curse breaks it up immediately. And now Chalice wishing he was anywhere else on the map than here. And he won't get pounced on the second time. Monet misses it. But it doesn't matter. They have more than enough damage to get the kill. They were doing this whilst the tier 2 tower is still available, diving you inside your base, and still losing absolutely nothing in the process. They've done this for free, basically.
Nah, Aster just looking way too dominant at the moment. The gem on the Stark as well. Make sure that there is no vision on the map at all for Azure Ray. There's like this one little cliff ward on the right side, but that's not gonna cut it. I'm not sure, maybe they needed to stop trying to defend this area, go top with Lu, but the problem right now with the map is if you do that, you're losing Tormentor, you're losing so much gold, right? That's like some players that I talk to, some coaches, they're like, they share the same sentiment that the map is more snowbally because of that. You have to be on one side of it. Before, like there was Rosh, right? But Rosh, somehow you can defend. Right now, Tormentor, if you're losing and they take that side of the map, like, it's a lot of gold.
They didn't even take the Tormentor because they're more interested in taking their lives away as they're going through this mid lane, bringing down Bane. Slocto falling very low. Monet is dead. What the hell? How did that happen? Rolling Thunder comes through to bring down the techies as well. 3 heroes have just fallen in the blink of an eye. And Azure Ray, okay. Where did that come from? How did Slock die so quickly? Wait, what? Man, what's the damage is insane.
Yeah, the next assassin is also Tianming. He's asking himself, how did that happen? What's up? I guess the silence was the main issue, right? Like, he wasn't able to use the ult. He wasn't able to get out. Like, one thing has to be said, Aster, they have a lot of these backline heroes, like Techies and Bane and Winter Wyvern, even the core. So if you can get on top of them, maybe you can get some kills. But look at him, flying with...
He's flying, and they thought they could catch him, but
there's no
they
way.
think a little bit better about it. Even after that flame break, Chalice is like, listen, boys, I don't have lasso. We don't know where the rest of the team is at. Let's actually just get out of here.
It's just way too fast. Like, this Wyvern travels in diagonals. It just becomes way too fast.
Bro, look how sad this is. We're 15 seconds away from 28 minutes. Wisdom runes are coming. They need to defend this. They have just like no experience on Tianming. He's level 11 at 30 minutes, basically. We have a fight breaking out though, as they're jumping forward for Chalice. They will be able to catch up to the Bat Rider. Forced off will be there from FY, but it's not going to be good enough to ultimately save the life of the Bat.
And
He just does expire. Nice little jump forward. They find the techies, but Tianming wanted a bigger target than that. Sticky Bomb might actually just bring him down ultimately, and it does. Buyback was there from Chalice, but buyback for what is it?
Yeah, nothing really. Like, maybe they thought they had a decent opportunity to fight there because of the high ground, but not really, as nothing of significance was used. No ultis were used by Aster, so they can just reset and fight again. They even recovered the gem from the Bat Rider, but maybe that's what they're doing. They're killing the Tormentor, right? They're huddling on that right side.
Tormentor taken down, so that will at least give an Aghanim shot towards this Keeper of the Light. Not the worst shot in the world. Recall pretty good. Maybe allows Lu or Chalice to have a few more adventures on the map, and he just drags them back. All right, now speaking of adventures on the map, we see Somnus forced to just retreat down bottom. He did end up going for a Lincoln Sphere before the Aghanim Scepter, so they don't have the damage outlay from him, but let's be honest, he was dying way too much, so I can understand why he wants to go a bit more defensive on the onset before going for the Axe. Even buys Blink first before finishing. Okay, he sells it again. Okay.
Yeah, they needed the Lincolns as well on the Pango, because you're playing versus so many of these point and click disables that go through BKB. So it definitely was necessary. They get Enchanted Quiver on Doom. Okay, so that Infernal Blade is really gonna hurt.
Damn. Very, very painful Infernal Blade. I wonder how long he's gonna still stick with the Purge creep though on Doom before switching over to like a Centaur Conqueror or a Hellbear Smasher or something.
Keep it forever. Keep it until the game is over. I think the Purge is really good this game.
And see a smoke up from AR. They are aware that this game is sliding away from them. And they know that Roshan is not that far from respawning, so it'd be very useful to take a fight, but even after they smoke, they don't seem to have much commitment in terms of a direction they want to head to just yet. They send the next assassin on a scouting mission, but that's going to be Tianming's death. To be fair, it's a successful scouting mission. He has found at least 3 heroes. He knows where they're at. Just cost his life to do so.
Yeah, the thing is, sometimes that's good because you're breaking a smoke and you're also saving the farm of your carry. But sometimes it's just bad because you're the team that has smoke. So you actually want to make a fight happen. You want to catch them.
Right now, Somnus has yet again found himself having to try and recover in this game. He might still be in danger here, and he's dead. Oh, nice little Manta. Oh, the Winter's Curse comes in, though, after that was copped off, and there's no way for him to defend himself. He will end up dead. So he made a nice little play with the bottle and the Illusion Rune, but ultimately, not going to be good enough.
He wishes he had a Manta, but he doesn't. It's not really an item that you want to buy on the Pangolier, but when you said Manta, I'm like, what? But yeah. He dies again. It's funny, like, this map is much, much bigger, right? Like, we discussed it before. It's a bigger map, yet they're still finding these pickoffs so easily. I feel like no one is farming the top left side for Azure Ray. Like, top left side is kind of forgotten. The one next to the wall, all those new creeps.
Yeah. The graveyard and the one next to Roche, right? Yep. Can't get there.
You have recall, though. That's the thing. Like, if you didn't have recall, I'd understand. You don't really want to be farming there because you're too far away from your allies. Like, if any fight happens, if you don't have travels or something, it's just a bad position to be in. Maybe your carry can justify it, but you as a mid cannot. But you have recall as Chokehold, so you can actually go there and farm safely.
Oh, speaking of recall as Chokehold, they might need to use it down bottom because they aggress very heartily onto the Doombringer. A bit north, we see that FY. He can't actually recall because he is right next to the fight as well. So he needs to sort of drag their attention away. Goes in with the Glimmer Cape, trying to juke away from Monet. Doing a pretty good job of it so far. But the job will eventually end. And he does give up his life. Tianming does blink away in time, so I don't think they'll catch him either. I mean, I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, but they went into the pit literally a second. Look at that. Babonka checks it a second before it respawns.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's one of those unlucky Roshans. It just happens.
Dude, if they get the Aegis on Azure Ray because of this, this would be the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I mean, let's see. I think they will just go back. They're heading back in. Techies is still around.
Okay,
Yeah.
he checks it. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
That's one big-ass Techies, by the way. Greaves, Lotus Orb now. Like, he's just very, very tanky together with a Bracer.
Goblin Techies. I still can't believe I'm living in a world where Techies is legitimately one of the best heroes in the game.
He always was. He always was there.
Will never entertain such a notion. This is blasphemy, Lizard. No.
But the thing is, the old Techies was. You know, this new Techies...
I know what you're talking about, yeah. That old Techies are one of the worst things to have ever been conceived in Dota. What's the worst? I hated life so much.
At the same time, one of the funnest things that has been ever conceived. Like, the old Seppuku blast off. You know?
Techies was one of those heroes. It was a very unique hero, don't get me wrong.
The level
It's
25 talent with plus 100,
oh my god, 251.
51 damage. Or mines that can actually move, so you create that.
Oh shit!
He got it!
Why are we talking about Techies and Tian Ming is out here putting on a highlight reel? Shows up with the Vendetta hit to kill off Roche and steal the Aegis. Oh my god. Well, all right, what a player. If they win this game, that's the MVP play for sure. That was amazing.
He got the Rosh as well, right?
Yeah, I got everything.
He got Rosh and just one of those Nyx Assassin things. I'm surprised, like, didn't they have a gem on Slark? They do, right?
They do, yeah.
So he was just
they weren't
there
paying
on time.
attention.
Yeah.
You got that at the exact time. I mean, he does have Blink Dagger, so he surprised him a little bit. Production, can we see that again? I need to see that again. That was super pug.
They were just listening to our Techies rant. They forgot about Nyx, just like we did.
They were busy debating which Techies is better, new Techies or old Techies. You know, I prefer proximity mines being the Q. I missed the big bomb. Oh, wait, snap. We just lost Aegis, boys.
Yeah, let's go over it again. He blinks in, like pitch perfect timing, basically. Right click stats, Roche. Gets Aegis, yeah, that was just... I mean, it couldn't have been better.
Also, the two heroes that he stunned, the Winter Wyvern and the Doom, are the only heroes in that pit that can actually instantly stop him. Everybody else has too long a cost point. So the fact that he finds literally the perfect stun, perfect set of circumstances. Well, he's gonna die here now though because
he will hit.
They know where he's at. Yeah, he's super dead. They have Harpoon. They've got Aghanims. Oh my god, what? All right, FY God shows us up. Tian Ming. Unfortunately, the blessings of heaven do not continue forever, but that was still really cool to see.
Yeah, with everything that has happened in the end, he does fall, and maybe Chokehold will as well. FY.
All right, FY is now like, I should have left you die, brother. This is a bad idea. Snare was right. I shouldn't have come.
It was fun, though. That escape, if it was successful, it would have hurt them emotionally. It wouldn't hurt Aster's chances of success here when it comes to winning the game, but still. It travels too, by the way, on Winter Wyvern. So now you can actually get pickoffs anywhere on the map. With Doom, with Slark, with anyone, you just TP in. Or you just get pickoffs on your own, like this.
Yep. He sets up with the Winter's Curse. Doom follows up, and Lu does not have a Lincoln Sphere of his own, so is very, 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 very dead. Sumail is also building into a Silver Edge now on the Winter Wyvern. Just finished off the Shadow Blade. So also becoming a right-click damage threat on top of a magic damage threat.
Top lane. BKB has been popped. Monet gets that Nyx Assassin.
Oh, nice Harpoon back to bring back Chalice, not allow him to escape. Fiend's Grip as well onto Somnus. He's going nowhere either. Well, he's going somewhere, but the Fountain is not where he wants to be. All three cores are dead.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that is that Nyx Assassin was the one that initiated the fight. He was the one that went on top of Monet, and because of him, 3 heroes die, himself included, obviously.
Well, let's see now what's going to happen. Can they defend more than one lane of racks? The top lane is certainly forfeit. The question is, do they buy back on Lu to try and mount a defense elsewhere? We don't have Batrider for a full minute, no Chalice. No Somnus for 40 seconds, basically. This might be Megas, actually, by the time they get back. The only thing stopping that from happening is potentially Sumail taking long, but 50 seconds is a long time without having the one person that starts these fights for you.
It's a really damn long time, and Stark also has some stacks on himself, so even if you are up, your chances are a bit lower than usual. Nyx is doing what he can to just bring them low a little bit and prevent them from taking two sides. Yeah, they will move back. It's the safer option. There should be another turn. No, there isn't. It's minute 40, right?
Yeah, should be coming out 40. And they're going back in though. Here they go, looking for Lou. Lou gets doomed again. I've seen this movie before. Monet really wants to close the gap onto this Muerta. Gets blasted back by the blinding light. FY yet again, godlike with these 4-staffs to try and keep himself and others alive. He doesn't succeed with himself, but he does at least keep Lou from tumbling. At the same time, here's going to be Tian Ming finding a very nice stun onto Monet. Lasso will be there as well, but where's the follow-up? Where's the damage? Cold Embrace keeps the Slog from dying as well. So Monet can turn around at this fight, harpooning back onto Somnus. Fiend's Grip for Lou. They bring him down and kill him. Monet, though, does die to a huge swashbuckle coming in from Somnus. But Somnus also takes a tumble. Dead, no buyback on him. Tian Ming, he's brought back just to watch Chalice die in front of him. The question is, can he stop Sumail? Because Sumail is doing so much. Nice little nightmare to Tian Ming, so he can't chase this Winter Wyvern. They impale. It misses on the right edge. And the TP attempt from Sumail will not succeed. He ends up dead.
Just buybacks everywhere, right? On both sides. No, not on the side of Aster.
On AR, yeah.
Yeah, on AR. Many buybacks there. Do manage to kill off the Stark and the Wyvern in the end, but it wasn't one of those super convincing fights. It was on their high ground, and realistically, Aster was just being a little bit too impatient. They were diving a little bit too much, thinking that they can get out with all of these plays. I think the biggest issue for them is the Slark dying way too fast. If they could have saved him for a little bit longer, this game would have been over right now. Which arguably it still is. 20k advantage for Aster. It doesn't feel like Azure Ray can kill off the Slark properly. In a proper setting, I mean, not in these skirmishes where the fountain is Doven.
Some struggles are abounding, but at the very least, off the back of that fight, they are allowed to make some forays outside of the base. Getting some farm down bottom. We want some tokens for some new neutral items. That's the most important thing in the game right now. It's so hard when you're losing a game, and then the enemy team has 1 tier ahead of you on neutrals. And you're just like, well, okay, now what? Game is just much more complicated.
Yeah, the map has been freed up, like you said, a little bit, but not for long. Like you're playing versus a Slark, and Bane has a gem, so the map will be de-hoarded very soon. And you have all these mobility heroes, right? Like Slark with Aghanims, then you have Boots of Travel level 2 on Wyvern. Not very simple for Azure Ray to stay on the map. I loved, by the way, I loved how, you know, like I'm playing quite a bit of Dota in this new patch, but some mechanics still confuse me, and I love that on Aster.Aries success, he tried walking through the Defender's Gate, or whatever it's called. Yeah. Not the Twin Gate, the Defender one.
Oh, Defender's Gate, yeah.
Yeah. Sumail might get caught here, actually. This is a good pick-off if they can finish him off.
They're trying to right now, but they just don't have the damage. Pipe comes through from XXX. Sumail is also pretty down tanky himself with all of these stats that he's built up as a universal hero. So he does end up living. Chalice, very lucky to have picked up a ninja gear. So that's going to enable him to get a little bit further away. Does he TP out in time? Yes, he does. He's fine. And they're actually coming back. They smoked up. They're going to try and force this fight. Getting them in a pincer maneuver here. Captain can they find? 2 heroes stunned up with the Impale. And they're going on to XXX. They can't kill him off just yet. Echo Shell, though, bounces back to Doom. So he's doomed himself. Fiend's Grip goes on to Somnus. But he's being kept alive with these 4-stops yet again by FY. Sticky Bombs trying to chase him. But they got the Doom on him now as well from XXX. And that should be enough for them to kill off this Pango. He buys back instantly. At the same time, Chalice trying to get a catch on to Monet, but there will be a Winter's Curse to break it up. Lou dies in the meantime with the blast off, helping to finish him off. Monet gets himself a double. He wants a triple. He doesn't find it, but it doesn't matter. That's a team fight, and that should be the game, Lizard.
4 heroes that they do have buyback on Lou, but yeah, like you said, this should be the buyback. The play from Azure Ray, GG. Look, The play from Azure Ray was amazing. I really liked the Batrider TPing in, smoking up, going for those kills, the double stun from Nyx Assassin. It was all on point. It's just that when you're turning...